Hey there! If you're a new teacher and you're stepping into the classroom for the first time, it is completely normal to feel a mix of excitement and the nerves. And it's okay, don't worry, because today we're going to talk about how to build your classroom confidence as a beginner teacher. Don't worry, we've all been there, we got you. So this video is going to be divided into 3 parts. So we have before, during, and after. So I'll start with the before. The first tip that I'm gonna give to you is this. Preparation is key. The more prepared you are, the more confident you will be. Very simple, right? So here's what you have to do. You have to plan your lessons thoroughly. You have to make sure that you outline the things that you want to cover and make sure that you prepare all the materials that you need. Being well prepared reduces anxiety and it allows you to focus on the teaching part. Also, please have a backup plan because sometimes things don't go well as planned, and having an alternative activity can be a lifesaver. Well, if you want to learn more about alternative backup plans, make sure to check out this video right here about getting to know you first day of school icebreakers. Next is make sure to set realistic goals. Well, I know you are optimistic, you want to give your best, but reality is improvement takes time. And you just have to be patient with yourself. So here's what you're gonna do. You have to break down your goals into manageable steps and make sure to celebrate even small wins. Each step forward is a victory. And next is find a mentor. You know, finding a mentor who can guide you through these tough times is very invaluable. Make sure to have someone who understands your challenges and offer some practical advice. Whether it's a veteran teacher, a school counselor, or a friend in the education field, having a mentor can provide you with the support that you need to navigate your first year successfully. Next is practice makes perfect. Even in teaching, the more you teach, the more confident you'll become. I remember the school president from the school I was connected with before. She is a very good speaker. And she speaks with fluency, clarity, conviction, and she inspires people with her words, including me. And one day she told everyone about her major secret. Well, it's not a secret anymore, but here it is. Preparation is key. She told us that she would always find time to practice her presentations, whether it's for a major event or in just ordinary simple weekly student assembly. Imagine even those simple weekly assembly with students as her audience, she would even practice those. I mean, if she, who is already good in speaking, finds it important to practice, so should I, right? And from then on, I make sure to prepare as much as possible. And she's right, it works. Another tip is why don't you just consider practicing your lessons in front of a mirror or a friend. This can help you refine your delivery and get used to the flow of the lesson. Next would be take care of yourself. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Teaching can be demanding and it's important that you know how to manage stress. Make sure you're getting enough rest, eating well, and finding time to relax. Self-care is crucial for maintaining your energy and enthusiasm. Okay, now let's proceed to the during part. What are the things that you can do on that day, on that first day of school? So first is pray. Okay, I don't want to sound religious, but for me, it really helps me a lot. And I hope this can help you too, but it's important to start your day with prayer. I don't know about you, but for me, taking a moment to pray can provide you with a sense of peace and grounding. Whether it's a prayer for strength, wisdom, or patience, spending time in prayer can help center your thoughts and prepare you for the day ahead. It's a reminder that you're not alone in this and that you have the support of a higher being guiding you through, and that is God Himself. Okay, now, you're at the classroom, make sure to mind your posture. How you carry yourself can significantly impact how you feel and how others perceive you. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and make eye contact with your student. Good posture not only conveys confidence, but it can also make you feel confident. Next is, well, actually this should be before, right? But okay, let's just say this. While you're there, you should dress the part. The way you dress can influence your confidence and the respect you receive from your students. Wear professional and comfortable clothing that makes you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. And this can positively affect your performance in the classroom. I discussed more about this in this video. Make sure to check this one out later. Next is build relationships with your students. Getting to know them and showing that you care can make a huge difference. Start with simple things like learning their names and their interests. Use icebreakers and group activities to foster a sense of community in your classroom. You can check this video out on how to build rapport with your students. Also, here's the thing, when students feel respected and valued, they are more likely to engage positively, which can boost your confidence. Here's sort of warning. Make sure that when you do this, you are still able to draw the line between you and your student. It should be clear enough for them to see that you're their teacher and they're still your students. Okay, now let's proceed to the after. My first tip for you is to seek feedback. Seek feedback from colleagues or mentors. Constructive feedback can provide valuable insights and help you improve. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. Experienced teachers can offer tips and strategies that you might not have considered before. Next is learn from mistakes. View each mistake as a learning opportunity. You know what? Every teacher, no matter how experienced, has had moments of doubt and difficulty. Remember, mistakes are not failures. They're stepping stones for you to become a better teacher. So what you can do is you can reflect on what didn't work and think about how you can improve next time. Next would be celebrate small wins. Did you connect with a challenging student today? Did a lesson go particularly well? These moments are worth celebrating. So they remind you of your progress and they also boost your confidence. Alright, so that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. And hey, before you go, I just want to encourage you, hey new teacher, you are doing a great job. You are doing an incredible job. And every day is a new opportunity to make a difference. Keep going and I'll see you in the next video. Once again, this is Teacher K. Have a great day. Bye!